as you give yourself permission and surrender into the concept of devotion and adoration, what you are doing is you are using the single most powerful vehicle to attain the exalted state of self-love. That's why people resist it so much. and it's very commonly called weak and pathetic and giving your power away and all those other terrified, fear-stricken phrases people come up with, because they're just so terrified of what that surrender would look like, of what it would mean to be consumed by that love and live in ecstasy and have no problems and have no worries. So, to assist in this also, each year I'll speak a particular gemstone or a mineral that will hold the energies of that and help bring that energy more and more into you. And specifically because of the concept of adoration and devotion, there's no more perfect vehicle or symbol of that than gold. In all the ancient tribes and civilizations, they demonstrated and showed their worshiping and their adoration of God through the use of gold. And when other civilizations imposed upon them, they saw gold as money and raped and pillaged and stole it all. But the indigenous peoples and the ancient civilizations, they didn't view it so much for money. The gold originally, empirically, was the symbol of the great central sun. It was how the energy and the light and the beauty and the love of the sun translated onto the material plane was gold. So it was the sun, which is the creator. And so they draped everything and adorned everything in gold to show their devotion and adoration to the sun, which kept all things alive and healed and lit their way and was symbolic of, and in actuality, the creator. Now, I'm not saying go on shopping sprees and, turn your house into a Mayan temple or an Egyptian pharaoh's palace. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that gold has that energy. You could have a little tiny fleck of it, or it's just whatever. But anyway, that's up to you how that plays out. I have seen a lot of people get into this materialistic thing in past years, rushing out to get the biggest piece, the most expensive thing, comparing it with each other. And I saw the Moldavite race last year, which was really shocking. They weren't trying to outdo each other. Missing the point. It's not a shopping spree. It's a symbolic energy. A fleck, a dot can do the same thing. So, follow your heart on that one, not your head or your wallet or your ego. Anyway, gold is what holds that energy and invokes it and bonds you and invites you and calls you into that concept of adoration and devotion. Alrighty. And I was about to put this on the website earlier, and it was so perfect that it waited until tonight. As you know, those of you who follow my teachings and follow along with our website, which we update monthly, once or twice a year, I give recommended books to help further your spiritual training and give you examples of lives of other masters and saints, so to help build faith, to help give you recognition and reinforcement, and to help bring people into deeper understanding of universal truths and see these principles and traditions through other eyewitnesses and through the masters themselves and through disciples and devotees of masters. And it just so happened, before I had even come up with this whole concept, this blessing for next year, I already had this book prepared, and I was in the throes of writing a recommendation to publish worldwide to get people, to invite people to read it. And it also just so happens that this book, and I was going to say this even before everything I said tonight, this book captures and portrays that concept of adoration and reverence and devotion in a way that is so beautiful and so profound, and you can viscerally feel, see, read, and experience the blessings that permeate the lives of ones who surrender to and step into that role of adoration of God. Adoration, devotion. And the book is called Miracle of Love, Stories About Neem Karoli Baba. And it's written by Ram Das, who a disciple of Neem Karoli Baba. And now, prefacing it with the words that I have said, when you read it, and I pray and hope that you do, and invite others to do the same, you will see and know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll be able to see and experience that energy that is there and what it does to people. Now, of course, it's in all the different books that I've shown you, shared with you about masters. Is that me? Oh, okay. And so I'm offering you this book and all the words I've shared thus far. Am I still running? And I hope you make this year the year like no other, that you fall in love with God and make God your lover, your best friend, your beloved, and watch the sparks fly, watch the magic happen. You will literally feel like you have stepped into another embodiment. You will not know that you ever walked in the world before. Now, some of you in this room are already in that place. Some of you think you are. Some of you have already tasted that, and some of you are tasting it with a great amount of regularity. But what comes along with that adoration and devotion is, of course, humility and selflessness and service. They go hand in hand, because that adoration and devotion needs expression. And realize that that is a gift you give yourself. You're not doing it for another. You're doing it for you.